This is your daily dose of all things royal. Welcome back, my gorgeous, good-looking friends. All right, let's talk about what just happened on MasterChef Australia. I watched this, so you didn't have to. 4 chefs claw their way to the semifinals after weeks of peer pressure. And the guest judge they get is Meghan Markle. Not a chef, not even close. Just the Duchess of Sussex rolling in with the full Instagram influencer energy, turning their hard-earned moment into another Sussex content drop. And trust me, what followed was peak cringe. From the second she walked in, the whole thing felt staged, controlled, and unsurprisingly, completely about Meghan. By the end, the contestants weren't even the main focus anymore. But let's go ahead and break it down so you can see how all of this unfolded.
Now, I bet you thought that red carpet was just for you.
Here we go.
In a season of superstars, we've saved one of the biggest superstars for this moment.
My gosh, just imagine it. These 4 chefs have survived weeks of pressure tests, eliminations, and sleepless nights. They've made it to the semifinals of MasterChef Australia. The kitchen is tense, the stakes are real, when the judges say the person they have filling in for one of the judges who just had a baby. If you're at that level, you're probably thinking it's like Bobby Flay, Wolfgang Puck, and other notable culinary Michelin chefs.
And frankly, I would like to let out an expletive just to vent some of my nervousness, but I will not. I will center and continue.
Who is it? I don't want to guess. I don't want to guess. I just want to be surprised.
She is a global icon, a philanthropist, a humanitarian, a woman known around the world for her heart,
concerns and conversations about how dark his skin might be when he's born.
her voice,
And then I was silent.
and her deep love of home cooking. With her own lifestyle brand that includes gifting and beautiful artisanal food products. All the way from sunny California, please welcome to MasterChef Australia, the Duchess of Sussex.
Oh my God.
No! Meghan Markle!
Like, how cringe is that? Meghan's not a chef, not someone who's ever run a professional kitchen. Just the Duchess of Sussex arriving with that familiar camera-ready smirk on her face, ready to turn their hard-earned moment into another chapter of the Sussex content machine. I mean, seriously, what a disappointment. But you can see they got to keep it together to act like they're being blessed by the Duchess of Deceit's presence.
What's going on?
Welcome. Do we call you Duchess?
Oh, call me Megan.
Absolutely. Thank you. Welcome, Meghan. We are so honoured you've joined us in the MasterChef kitchen. How does it feel to be back in Australia?
Oh, we're so excited. We love Australia. We had the most sentimental, amazing time. We were here almost 8 years ago. We announced we were pregnant with Archie at the time. So it's full circle. Here we are.
Full circle, here we are.
Yeah, Meghan's pretending like the last 8 years didn't happen. And you notice how Meghan always doubles down and has to tell the world that she was pregnant? Not that we were expecting Archie or that, that was when we were about to have our first child. Nothing like that. No, that's when we announced that we were pregnant. You can tell that Meghan's lying here because she struggles to get through saying that they had the most amazing time in Australia. Look at how she stutters and then closes her eyes. She can't even look at the audience.
We love Australia. We had the most sentimental, amazing time.
Oh, she's blinking.
And of course, no Meghan Markle event is complete without the Meghan Markle fake laugh.
Meghan, we've seen how much you love spending time in the kitchen. How do you describe your cooking style at home?
So again, Meghan wants you to think that she's so relatable and talking about her cooking style, but We all know everything that Meghan does is so carefully curated. We really don't know how she is in the kitchen. But for all we know, she could have a chef. But listen to this bullshit.
My cooking style is really relaxed. I grew up in California, and so as you know, we have incredible produce. So I think you just start to really love farm to table at an early age. My mom's an incredible cook, and I grew up watching so many cooking shows.
Now, where have we heard this before?
This dish reminded me of the kind of food that I grew up eating in California, like that real sort of farm to table, fresh, really simple ingredients.
So here we have another canned response that Meghan uses from time to time. In this setting for MasterChef Junior, she's saying the exact same thing that she's saying on MasterChef Australia. But what did she say in With Love, Meghan?
Do you used to do this with your mom growing up, or is this something you kind of picked up on your own later?
I was a latchkey kid. So I grew up with a lot of fast food and also a lot of TV tray dinners. It feels like such a different time, but that was so normal with the microwavable kids' meals that had compartmentalized. Like, do you remember them?
And I grew up watching so many cooking shows.
The Hungry Man meals, and there's a little tiny compartment that has apple crumble in it.
Yes.
I thought they were delicious as a child.
I grew up with that, watching Jeopardy, and having a lot of fast food.
What was your favorite?
I used to eat a lot of Pollo Loco.
Always been a fan.
Taco Bell extra hot sauce on the Mexican pizza.
Yes, I have the fire sauce.
Jack in the Box because my mom loved their tacos.
So I taught myself how to cook.
I grew up with that, watching Jeopardy, and having a lot of fast food.
So early on in this episode, of course, H's name comes up and the judge asks what Harry likes to eat. I'm pretty sure that was something that was scripted, but Meghan goes into showing that she really doesn't pay attention to Harry and what he likes. Meghan goes on to talk about how she's a California girl who prefers lighter, citrus-driven dishes with pure, natural herbs. Meghan goes on to describe Harry's palate, making him sound pretty generic and basic of someone who just likes meat, potatoes, and cream sauces and can barely handle a good curry. But Meghan fails to mention that in her With Love, Meghan series, that Harry had stated that her mom's gumbo was his favorite. So what gives, Meghan? Do not pay attention to your husband, or are all these stories just simply not true? Because it sure sounds like you are making up a whole lot of shit.
Is hubby into the spicy food?
He can handle a really good curry.
Oh,
yeah, he
good,
does
good.
well. He does well.
I smell gumbo.
I literally was like, there's so much
gumbo.
buzz around. This is my husband.
Nice to meet you. Hi, how you doing?
Like my mom's gumbo.
That's what I smell.
That's great.
And gumbo for me is like one of my favorites, especially her mom's. But this is my favorite.
Sausage and chicken. Okay, let me add the filet, salt and pepper, and then get you some rice.
A little spicy, not too spicy.
It's an andouille sausage. You know, my mom does the turkey sausage for you. So this one has more kick to it. I'll give you a little towel because he's going to sweat.
Wonderful.
So right at the beginning, she's telling the hosts, please just call me Meghan. But as this challenge gets announced, it's about creating a dish that's suitable for a duchess. Let that sit for a second. These are serious home cooks who have spent months proving themselves, and now they're being asked to cook something fit for a duchess.
There is a lot of optionality here. The hope is that you'll really hone in on one as your hero item.
So, according to the show, Meghan was the one who picked out this smorgasbord of fruits and vegetables. And according to her, strawberries were her favorite, and her kids love Brussels sprouts. But all of the fruits that were picked out were, in her own words,
These are all things that, for me, feel really nostalgic. And I love if there's a connection that you can find when, as you're cooking something, what is the story behind it? It almost feels like an heirloom, right? What is something from your family or from a memory, something sentimental that we can also taste as we taste your dish?
I feel like Meghan does this on purpose to gaslight the public because look what she's done to her own family and the royal family. And of course, Meghan doesn't really go into what her nostalgia is, but she's telling them they have to attach a personal story or memory so she could taste the emotion, sort of understand who they are. But when Meghan was asked later on about a dish she would make, Meghan becomes vague again. She talks a lot about family, but look at what she's done to hers. A lot of people felt this whole challenge leaned way too hard on her being royal and a duchess. Now, one part that I found particularly amusing was that Meghan just got done telling them that strawberries were her favorite and that her kids loved Brussels sprouts, but none of the contestants chose either of those items to make as their hero, I guess, staple for the dish. They ran straight into the pantry first. They didn't even stop at the fruit and vegetable table where Meghan was standing. She even makes a comment about it.
It's so interesting that some of them run to the pantry first.
I think she's just pissed off that they didn't come up to the table to see her up close in person. Everybody knows what these fruits and vegetables are. You don't really need to go up there and inspect it. And if it couldn't get any more basic, is that 2 out of the 4 contestants ended up choosing celeriac, otherwise known as celery root. How much more boring can you get? I mean, it is a dish for the Duchess, right?
Meghan, it is so amazing to have you here. Everyone is so excited. We're so excited. You brought beautiful seasonal produce.
It doesn't feel limiting. They really have a lot of options.
Yeah, a lot of options that no one really took advantage of.
So many options.
Which is, sometimes can be overwhelming. It can. Not just honed in, but either way, I can't wait to see what they do. It'll all be so different.
So Meghan wants these contestants to attach a personal story or memory, and only one of the contestants actually did that. The others were just catering or trying to cater to Meghan. But when Meghan is asked about a dish she would create for her family, Meghan becomes vague again.
Yeah, Meghan, what would you cook?
Oh my gosh, that's a great question. I would probably go with something that feels meaningful to me.
Yeah.
We grow a lot of carrots in our garden. My kids love growing them. I would take the tops and probably do a great pesto with it. But I also make a really solid bolognese sauce.
What about your mother's gumbo, Meghan? I thought the whole family loved that, especially since it ties back down to your African roots. That heirloom that you keep talking about.
Look at those carrot tops.
Yeah, beautiful.
Perfect.
And the flavor in there is great. It'd be really nice with a nice fish dish or
So many things.
so many things.
Yeah, yes.
Meghan can't even properly answer this question. Yeah, it goes well with fish. How generic and basic is that? Yeah, so many things, so many things.
Aaron.
Hey, Po.
Look what I got there.
I'm excited for this.
How you feeling?
I'm very nervous now.
No, don't be nervous. Have fun. What have you locked in on?
Now, out of the 4 contestants, only 2 of them got the assignment correct. She told them to attach a story to this, and this contestant did, talking about how this dish that he was making came from his grandmother.
I've locked in on the carrots, actually. So I'm trying to make a traditional Malaysian bangwang cha, which is kind of like stir-fried vegetables, but I'm trying to make it more elevated and amp up more of the carrots in it.
Watch Meghan's face the moment he mentions his grandmother. You can see the big vein on her forehead start popping out.
Something my maternal grandma, again, my popo,
Very nice.
she made it for me a lot during New Year's and reminds me of that.
I love
so I'm
that.
going to the table today.
That's exactly the type of story I'm talking about, where you can feel a connection. I get to know you through your food.
So you can see right here, her face drops the moment he mentions grandmother. Somehow that might have triggered her. Probably is like, I don't want to talk about the Queen. I don't want to talk about King Charles and my 2 invisible children who have not had the chance to get to know not only my own father, alleged father, and the king. That's when you start seeing that vein pop out, probably anxiety inside of her, thinking, okay, how do I deflect this? That's why she's like, oh, good. That's exactly what I want. That's how I get to know you.
He has great knife skills.
Oh, look at that.
Amazing at this, by the way.
Oh, sorry.
You could just step in and do the job.
Oh, look at that.
Hello,
Meghan. Hi.
Meghan. So nice to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you.
I'm making a celeriac ice cream.
Wow.
So I'm doing a dessert.
Okay.
Yeah, what we're looking at, pretty generic and overly polished, the kind of lines that sound profound in a voiceover, but don't actually help anyone cook better when the clock is running and their future is on the line. Meghan's not adding any kind of value or adding anything that's insightful. She literally is just walking around and enjoying that these men pretty much are like salivating over her.
It's just amazing with all the offerings that you chose to hone in on a dessert and a celeriac-based dessert.
Yeah, I do think Meghan was slightly annoyed that 2 out of the 4 contestants chose celeriac when there were other fruits and vegetables that she likely wanted them to touch, like the strawberries.
I am mesmerized.
Do you think this
by
is
that
mad?
choice.
Do you think this is mad, Meghan?
I think it's brilliant. Celeriac ice cream?
Yeah.
No, have you?
No.
No. Have you?
Me, that's the first time that I'm making it.
Okay.
This is what I'm talking about. This guy didn't listen to the assignment. He's creating something that he's never made before, doesn't have any type of connection to it. And spoiler alert, he was the one that won the challenge. So he's immune next week from any type of elimination. I don't know, celeriac or celery root ice cream sounds gross to me.
It's a little bit of a risk.
Yes.
Because you could go much safer, but I'm excited to try it.
Here's Meghan talking like she's some type of expert when all she does is play it safe. And her idea of taking risks is literally putting a mint sprig on a scoop of ice cream. I mean, like, how can anybody take this seriously? Now, when we get to the third contestant, I would have thought he would have won because here he is preparing a dish with the Duchess in his mind. It has no connection to anything nostalgic. I mean, he also, too, didn't get the assignment.
Wow. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. Interesting. Okay, so I love that you're thinking about me.
Okay, so I love that you're thinking about me.
I love that you're thinking about me. Of course you do, Meghan.
It's sort of like making me go a bit, whoa, like there's a lot going on right now.
So my dish today is going to feature celeriac in 2 ways, and then also a really nice steak.
Now, he paid attention to the assignment, and his dish came out really lovely, but he didn't win the challenge. So I'm guessing if you did focus on your family, then you were automatically eliminated, because that's kind of what happened here.
Celeriac is kind of underrated. I remember the first time I had it, my dad used to make these awesome lamb shanks, and he told me that he wasn't making mash, but he was making celeriac, and I was like, what the hell is that?
I'm guessing that might have triggered Meghan, considering her complicated relationship with her alleged father. So since none of the contestants went up to the table to greet Meghan with her fruits and vegetables, the only value that she added here was going to each contestant and telling them that they had 30 minutes left on the clock. It's pretty pathetic here. Normally, the judges would shout it out, but no, Meghan wanted to personally go over there and bless them with her presence.
Vinny,
Yes.
30-minute time call.
Oh, okay.
I'm just telling you personally.
Okay, thank you very much.
Casper,
Hello.
this is your 30-minute time call.
Oh, thank you.
You're very welcome. Aaron,
Hey.
you've got 30 minutes left.
Yes.
Just letting you know personally.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank
Last but not least, Petro,
Hello.
just letting you know it's your 30-minute time call.
Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
Now, throughout this episode, Meghan's superficial praise and uniformly positive comments stopped sounding like critical judging and started sounding more like, hey, look, I'm a likable person. There's soft lighting, soft words, soft opinions, no real edge, no questions, no giving any type of value-added advice to make the dish better. And the way that they edited this, it was like it was nothing but overtly positive sound bites about Meghan, which I think is deliberate and intentional.
She's very elegant.
She is so graceful. Look at her.
Or you have the contestants fawning over her, like they're just so gaga over Meghan Markle because she's so like royal, right? Even commenting that she has this aura around her. Now, while that was laughable and we know that it's BS, that wasn't the worst of it. When it came time to judge the final plates, specifically the Asian guy who told this story about this dish he created inspired by his grandmother, the most blatantly staged and planned moment during this taping was Meghan taking a live FaceTime call from Prince Harry.
Profile going on in there. Love the garlic as well.
Sorry to interrupt. We've had a phone call to studio.
Hi, my love.
How utterly selfish this was. These two narcissistic assholes took away focus from Asian Aaron and his grandmother's dish and made it all about themselves. The judges were right in the middle of critiquing this dish. Like, look at Meghan. She knew that this phone call was coming. She's not actually paying attention to what this woman is saying. She's looking off to stage right to see, I guess, shaking her head, giving the signal to go ahead and do it. Give Harry a call. I guarantee that Meghan's phone is not in the hands of some stranger.
Going on in there. Love the garlic as well.
Sorry to interrupt.
You could see the judge knew that this was coming because she turned her head like almost before they could be fully interrupted. Yeah, we know Meghan, the forever actress, must have rehearsed this one moment. Shame on the producers for going along with this concocted scam. But it's likely the only way that Meghan got this appearance on MasterChef was because she probably promised them that somehow Harry was going to participate in this.
Hi, my husband's here.
This was so blatantly staged. Do you honestly believe the Duchess would welcome that kind of interruption if it wasn't carefully planned? Come on. This wasn't a spontaneous husband check-in. This was a manufactured Sussex PR family moment dropped in the middle of a cooking competition so the cameras could capture the adorable connection of how relatable this couple is and how in love they are.
I want you to meet the judges. Here we go.
Oh my gosh.
Sad part about it, though, is that this was the highlight of the episode, which goes to show you that Harry still has some sort of currency in the sense of him being a blood royal, regardless of him being a douchebag. His wife is nothing without him.
What's going on? Have I interrupted something?
Well, we are actually in the middle of tasting all of the dishes. We have 4 incredible cooks here. Here they are. It's amazing. They're so talented. We wish you were here. He's in Canberra right now.
Yeah, we do.
I don't know. To me, this feels kind of rude and attention-grabbing, but the contestant doesn't seem to mind. In fact, he seems almost starstruck.
I wish you could try this. These dishes are fantastic.
I see.
Yes. Yeah. Can you see it okay? It's really delicious, and there's a hot sauce that, well, you know me, it's a sambal, and it is so good. It's signed for her. I don't know, I think it might be too much for you. It's spicy.
Good. I'll go and enjoy it. Very sorry to disturb you. All is well here.
You notice how these two pulled the focus away from the contestants and straight on to them? Suddenly, the story isn't about the food or the personal connection to family or the chefs fighting for a place in the final. It's about Harry and Meghan being so in love and present for each other.
Oh my gosh. Just when you think you're at the peak, we're FaceTiming Prince Harry. This is nuts. How exciting.
Everything is so fake with these two. Nobody believes this. But I'm pretty sure MasterChef wanted Prince Harry involved because, like I said earlier, he's still the person people sadly want to see. And despite all the shitty things he and his wife have done, he's still going to get opportunity. And I think we know that Meghan would be absolutely nothing without him. So she needed to bring him in.
What a lovely surprise. Honestly, I'm still chuffed.
He's a charmer, isn't he?
Yeah.
I know.
By the time I reached the end of this episode, I walked away feeling that these contestants became secondary. The royal introduction, the fit for a duchess framing, the personal anecdotes, the love language talk, the glowing non-criticism, and finally this FaceTime call, it all piled up and piled on, and this episode felt more like let's promote Harry and Meghan than actually being MasterChef competition.
So cool you're coming back again next year.
God, no, please make it stop. I think we've all had enough. As you can see, the woman in the back there with the red lipstick, she's had enough. That's probably why she's been put in the back.
Everybody, put your hands together for Meghan Markle!
Meghan's so lovely, and she was so supportive. It was really beautiful to watch.
I don't know, man. It looks like this one right there has had enough. Just like the rest of the world. But what do you guys think? Leave your comments below. I can't wait to hear your feedback on this one. As always, I will be back with more content, but until then, please be safe, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!
It was such a fraud.